Welcome to the Instagram Stories. I'm your host, Daniel Hill. Today I want to talk about an article from Later.com's blog. This is how the Instagram algorithm works in 2021. This article has been around for some time. I think it's been updated for 2021 to add reels and some other content. I'm going to dig into this. This is actually one of my favorite sources for explaining how the Instagram algorithm works to others because it breaks it down so nicely. This article is a bit long, but I'm going to consider it in two pieces, starting today and also including tomorrow, to give a really good overview of how the Instagram algorithm works and what you need to do in order to ensure that your content is seen. First off, according to Instagram, there are 6 key factors that influence the Instagram algorithm for feed posts. That has to do with interest, relationship, timeliness, frequency, following, and usage. Let me explain what each of those means. First, interests. Your Instagram feed isn't just based on who you follow. It's based on the accounts and types of posts that you've liked historically. That's why you don't see everyone's posts that you follow. The more the algorithm thinks you will like a certain type of post, the higher it will appear in your feed. So the Instagram algorithm is taking all your behaviors on the platform and putting them together to come up with a formula of what it thinks you will want to see. The accounts you interact with most, the people you're tagged in photos with, and of course the types of posts that you like and comment on. That's why it's important for you to consistently post to Instagram so the algorithm has more chances to show your content to your followers, and this way it can gauge whether or not they want to keep seeing that content regularly. According to Instagram, the most important engagements for feed ranking are comments, likes, reshares, and views for videos. What's missing from that is saves. Sort of thought for a while that saves were like monster likes, but Instagram's never come out and said that. The next factor is relationship. The Instagram algorithm wants you to see posts from your friends, family, and accounts that you care about. This is a really interesting one because the algorithm has to determine who's closest to you in terms of relationship. And this is so important because if you were to miss something critical from your family, say like your sister got engaged and you didn't see the post on Instagram for whatever reason because it was hidden in the algorithm, you would be really upset. So the algorithm does try to prioritize content from friends and family that you care about so that you see it. There's actually a really old video from a software engineer at Instagram giving a talk, and he explained how the Instagram algorithm figures out who you care about the most based on how you use the app. People whose content you like, including stories and live videos, people you DM, people you search for, and people you know in real life. And that's what it uses to calculate the content it shows you based on relationship. The third factor is timeliness. Instagram wants you to always see the latest, most interesting posts every single time you open the app. To take advantage of that, you need to post when your followers are online. You can tell when that is by looking in your Instagram analytics, but be sure to look at the info page because mine shows that my Instagram analytics are based on Pacific Standard Time, even though I'm Eastern Standard Time. So make sure that you look at that and see what time zones your analytics are based on, because if you're posting on off schedule because of that time zone issue, you're not going to be taking advantage. Number 4 is frequency. If you open the Instagram app a lot and you frequently scroll through the feed, Instagram will try to show you the newest post since the last time you opened the app. For all the people who have always wanted a chronological return of the feed, this is going to be the closest way you're going to get that. Number 5 is following. If you follow a lot of people, then you're not going to see the posts from every account. It's just not going to be possible for you. So it's really important to focus on only following accounts that you truly care about. And if you have followers on your account who aren't contributing or liking your content, they're just ghost followers, maybe the accounts got shut down, might be worth thinking about removing those accounts. Okay, that's it for this article. There's more points. I'm going to come back to this tomorrow. I'm going to focus on stories, reels, IGTV, and more, so come back for that. Lastly, this is going to be the last week that I have open voting for the flash briefing content creator that you think deserves recognition. Here's how it works. There's a lot of flash briefings out there that you could listen to, ones from the big players like CNN, Wall Street Journal, NPR, but then there are people like me who are creating content on the regular. We're not making any money from it, but we do it just because we're passionate and we love the topic. I want to recognize my fellow content creators, so I'm asking you to go to bit.ly bit.ly/briefingaward. That's bit.ly/briefingaward, and give me the name of the microcast or flash briefing from an independent creator that you think is absolutely killing it and you think deserves some recognition. I'm going to send them something nice, but I would really appreciate your vote in order to do that. That's it for today's show. Come back tomorrow for more about how the Instagram algorithm works.